Hi guys, welcome to day 5 of AZURE Security Technologies with Francis, and today I'll be talking about web application firewalls. Its short form will be WAF, so you'll hear me saying WAF every now and then. All right, so basically what web application firewall, right? The web application firewall is basically a set of rules and policies that you can implement to protect your web apps from vulnerabilities. Now, web apps are usually very common targets of cyber attacks, and usually the goal of the cyber attack is to exploit the vulnerabilities available, or within your web application. And what WAF does is it helps you be able to detect and protect against those attacks. Right. Now, these attacks could range from SQL injection to cross-site scripting to HTTPS protocol, or maybe some app misconfiguration while the web app was being developed. So now, basically, how web app firewall works is it works based off of a set of rules. These rules are referred to as core set rules. And these core set rules have basically been, preferred or provided by OWASP. Now, what is OWASP? You might be wondering. OWASP basically stands for Open Web Application Security Project. It is an open community where like minds come together to, be able to find the most common web application vulnerabilities out there, and also be able to provide a way to remediate and protect your web application against these vulnerabilities. Now, there's a lot of benefits to web application firewalls, a lot of benefits, but I'll be mentioning a few of them here. Now, number one is the ones I like most about web application firewall is the fact that you can use it to protect multiple apps at the same time. You can use one particular web application policy to protect multiple web applications at the same time. Also, it is very customizable. You can take that particular web application policy and modify it to suit a new app that you're developing, right? It's very customizable. Also, you can actually monitor. You can monitor your web application. Your web application vulnerabilities using the web application firewall. There's a feature available in the web application firewall called WAF log, basically web application firewall logs, right? You can use it to monitor your web application in case there are any threats or vulnerabilities coming up, right? These are just some of the few benefits of web application firewalls, right? Also, normally you would have to deploy web application, together with your application gateway. What is an application gateway? Basically, application gateways are load balancers for your web applications that helps distribute and manage traffics coming into your web applications, right? So for you to work optimally, you have to kind of integrate web application firewalls with your application gateway. Now, that being said, there are two modes of configuration for web application firewall. You can configure it in a detection mode. You can configure it in a prevention mode. Now, the difference here is when configured in a detection mode, will just take note of those threats that are coming in and log them. Now it waits for you to react and do something. But if you configure it in a prevention mode, once it catches sense of a threat coming in to your web application, what it does is it goes ahead and cuts off access to your application from whatever source that threat was identified to be coming from, right? And it does this using what we call WAF actions, basically web application firewall actions. WAF actions are basically preset rules or preset actions that have already been configured in your web application policies to take effect when certain threat has been detected, right? This is just an overview of what web application firewall is on Azure. There's definitely, as usual, there's going to be links, attached to this video for further learning. And thank you for watching today, and see you on day 6 of 10 days of Azure Cloud Security Technologies with Francis.